Imagine this. It's Thursday afternoon. The sun is pouring through the glass walls of the office like nothing's wrong with the world. I'm sitting at my desk, headphones half in, finishing the biggest pitch of my life. A pitch that's about to land us a $42 million contract. A pitch I stayed up 72 hours straight to perfect. A pitch everyone in the room knew only I could pull off. Asterisk then, my boss, Richard, walks in with HR trailing behind him like some cheap movie scene. He doesn't even look me in the eye. "Alex," he says, voice completely flat, "we're letting you go. Effective immediately. Please hand over your badge." Asterisk, my heart just stops. I laugh, because it has to be a joke. It isn't. Security is already waiting by the elevator. Asterisk, I ask why. Richard shrugs. Company restructuring. Nothing personal, nothing personal. I built their entire creative department from scratch. I brought in 68% of the revenue last year alone. My campaigns went viral so many times the competitors started copying my style. Asterisk, but the real knife comes 30 seconds later, when my so-called best friend, the one person I trusted more than family, steps forward. Connor, the guy I mentored, the guy I gave credit to when he deserved none. He finally meets my eyes and says, "It was my recommendation. Alex, I'm taking over your role. It's what's best for the company." Asterisk, I swear, the room tilted. He smiles. That same fake, charming smile he uses on clients. And just like that, they escort me out while the entire floor watches in total silence. Asterisk, by the time I reach the parking lot, my hands are shaking so hard I can barely hold the cardboard box of my stuff. 7 years gone, in 7 minutes. Asterisk, but here's what they didn't know. What Connor didn't know. What smug little Richard didn't know. They just handed me the one thing they could never buy back. Freedom. And a list of every secret they thought was buried forever. Asterisk, because by Monday morning, their biggest clients were about to learn exactly who really kept that company alive, and they were going to come running straight to me. Asterisk. Let's rewind a little so you understand how deep this betrayal cuts. Asterisk, 8 years ago, I walked into Apex Advertising as a 24-year-old kid with nothing but a beat-up laptop and hunger in my stomach. Richard hired me himself after I turned his failing startup pitch into a campaign that got 40 million views in a single week. He called me his secret weapon, gave me equity promises, gave me creative control, gave me everything on paper. Asterisk, Connor joined 2 years later. Fresh out of college, cocky, good-looking, talked faster than he actually thought. I saw something in him. I took him under my wing, taught him how to read a client, how to craft a story that makes people cry and click buy in the same breath. I put his name on my decks, shared my bonuses, stayed late fixing his mistakes so he wouldn't get fired. Asterisk, every time Richard praised Connor in meetings, I smiled, because I thought we were a team. Asterisk, last year, Apex was drowning. 3 major clients ready to walk out the door. Revenue, down 60%. Richard was one bad quarter away from losing the entire company to the board. Asterisk, I locked myself in a room for 2 solid months and built the Evergreen campaign. A masterpiece. Emotional, bold, impossible to ignore. We launched it in January. By March, Apex was the hottest agency in the country. Stock tripled, Richard bought a yacht, Connor got a Rolex. Asterisk, and me, I got a pat on the back and a 2% raise. Asterisk, I should have seen the signs. The closed-door meetings, Connor suddenly having lunch with investors, Richard asking me to document every single process for the team. But I trusted them, stupidly, completely. So when they marched me out that Thursday, Connor even had the nerve to whisper, "Don't take it personally. Man, it's just business. Just business." I sat in my car and cried for exactly 4 minutes. Then I stopped, because something colder started growing inside me. Asterisk, I opened my laptop right there in the parking lot and started making a list. Asterisk, here's the thing about being the secret weapon. You learn where all the bodies are buried. Asterisk, over the years, clients told me things they would never tell Richard or Connor. Off-the-record confessions. Little favors. Quiet arrangements. Asterisk, like how the CEO of Orion Tech was skimming marketing budget to pay for his mistress's apartment. And I helped him hide it in the campaign spend so his board wouldn't find out. Or how Nova Health's CMO was taking 15% kickbacks from the media buyers. And I structured the deals so it never showed up in reporting. Or how Lux Beauty's entire clean beauty rebrand was a lie. Their products still tested on animals overseas, but I buried the proof when a whistleblower reached out. Asterisk, I never judged. I just solved problems. Kept my mouth shut, because that's what loyalty looks like. Right? Wrong. That Thursday night, I sat at my kitchen table with a bottle I never even opened, and a notebook. I wrote down every dirty secret, every favor, every lie. Asterisk, then I opened a brand new Gmail account no one knew about, and I started drafting emails I never planned to send. Yet, asterisk, by 3 in the morning, I had a weapon more powerful than any campaign I'd ever built. Asterisk, Friday morning, I didn't sleep. I built a website in 6 hours. Simple black background, clean font, One line on the homepage. Asterisk, I built Apex advertising. They fired me yesterday. Starting Monday, I'm taking my talent somewhere that deserves it. If you're a current Apex client and you're watching this, let's talk. Asterisk, I registered the domain under a shell company. No name, no face, just a contact form. Asterisk, then I called Sarah, my old assistant, who had been forced out 6 months earlier when Connor decided she wasn't a culture fit. She answered on the first ring. Alex, oh my God, I heard what they did. Asterisk, Sarah, I said, I need a favor, the biggest one I'll ever ask. Asterisk, 30 minutes later, she sent me the master client list. Every contract, every personal cell phone, every private email Connor thought was secure. Asterisk, Saturday, I reached out to 3 freelance geniuses I had worked with for years. People Apex never hired full-time because Richard was too cheap. A media buyer who could move millions with one phone call. A designer whose work made people stop scrolling. A copywriter who could sell ice to penguins. Asterisk, I offered them triple what Apex paid: equity, freedom, revenge. Asterisk, they were in before I even finished the pitch. Asterisk, Sunday night, I pressed publish on the website. Then I went to bed for the first time in 3 days. Asterisk, Monday morning, I woke up to 47 missed calls. Asterisk, 8:07 a.m. My phone buzzes so hard it falls off the nightstand. Asterisk, unknown number. I answer. Asterisk, Alex. This is Marcus from Orion Tech. Please tell me that website is you. Asterisk, I smile, for the first time in days. It might be. Asterisk, he lowers his voice. Connor's been calling all morning saying you're unstable and trying to blackmail people. Richard's threatening legal action. They're in full panic mode. I say nothing. Marcus keeps going. We're pulling our contract today. I want to move everything to you. Whatever you want, name your price. By 9:30, I had 4 more calls exactly like it. Nova Health, Looks Beauty, Forge Fitness, even little indie brands who had heard the rumors. Asterisk, they all said the same thing. We never liked Connor. We only stayed because of you. Asterisk, by noon, I had signed letters of intent worth more than Apex made in 2 years. Asterisk, and Apex still had no idea how bad it was about to get. Monday, 2 p.m., I get a text from Sarah. Still inside Apex, like my personal spy. Sarah, emergency board meeting. Richard is screaming. Connor looks like he's going to throw up. They know. I put on a suit for the first time since Thursday. Not because I had anywhere to be, just because it felt good. 3:15 p.m. Richard calls me, actually dials my number himself. I let it ring twice. Then pick up. Alex, he says, voice shaking. We need to talk. There's been a terrible misunderstanding. I stay silent. He keeps going. Whatever they're offering you, we'll match it. Double it. Come back, please. I finally speak. You said it was just business. Richard, remember. Click, I hang up. 10 minutes later, Connor calls. He's crying. Actually crying. Bro, I'm so sorry. I didn't want this. They forced me. Please don't destroy everything we built. I laugh. There was no we, Connor. There was me carrying you. And now, I'm done. I block his number. By 6 p.m., 6 of Apex's top 10 clients had officially terminated their contracts. The penalties alone were enough to bankrupt the company twice over. 1 month later, Rise Agency opened its doors. While our laptops in a co-working space, but still, we took every client who followed me. We gave them better work, faster turnarounds, and honesty they had never gotten before. Orion Tech. Their stock jumped 28% after our first campaign. Looks Beauty came clean about the animal testing, turned it into a redemption story, and doubled their revenue in 6 months. And Connor, last I heard, he was pitching social media calendars to dentist offices for $800 a month. Richard sold the yacht. Then the house. Apex filed for Chapter 11 before the end of the year. I won't lie. Watching it all collapse felt good. Really, really good. But the best part, the part that still makes me tear up when I think about it. Every single person who joined Rise told me the same thing. We didn't leave Apex. We followed you. I wrote Richard and Connor a letter the night Apex went under. I never sent it, but I'm going to read it to you now. Dear Richard and Connor, you taught me the most valuable lesson of my life. Loyalty isn't blind. Trust isn't infinite. And some people will smile at you every single day while planning to push you off the cliff. The moment you're no longer useful, I forgive you. Not because you deserve it, but because carrying hate is heavy, and I have too much to build. I hope one day you understand what you threw away. I hope it hurts when you see my name on billboards you'll never touch. And I hope, somewhere down the line, you become the kind of men who never do to someone else what you did to me. But I won't be waiting to find out. Alex. So here's what I want you to take from all of this. Never let someone else hold your worth in their hands. Never tie your value to a company, a title, or a person who can take it away. With one meeting, build things they can't steal. Skills, relationships, a reputation that speaks louder than any contract, because one day, someone might try to erase you. And if that day comes, I want you to be ready to walk away richer than they ever dreamed. They fired me on Thursday. By Monday, their clients were begging for me, and I never looked back. If you're watching this and you're scared, it's happening to you right now. If someone is taking credit, pushing you out, making you feel small, listen to me. Start documenting. Start connecting. Start preparing your own Monday. Because your revenge doesn't have to be destruction. Sometimes the sweetest revenge is simply becoming so undeniable that the people who hurt you have to watch you win from the sidelines. Forever. Thank you for listening to my story. If it helped even one of you, then every tear I cried that Thursday was worth it. I'll see you in the next one. And remember, they can take your job, but they can never take what you're truly capable of.